In the heart of a quiet forest, when the sun went to sleep, the night would come alive with a million tiny lights. These were the fireflies, dancing in the air, weaving glowing patterns between the trees. Their bright flashes were like little stars that had fallen to earth, painting the darkness with their brilliant light. It was a magical sight, a symphony of light that played every single night. Among all these bright, sparkling dancers, there was one little firefly named Liri. Liri was the tiniest firefly in the entire forest, and her light, it was the faintest, softest little glow you could ever imagine. While the other fireflies zipped and zoomed, leaving bright trails behind them, Liri's light was more like a gentle sigh, a whisper of a glow that was easy to miss. She would watch the others from a distance, her tiny wings fluttering with a mix of awe and a little bit of sadness. She dreamed of joining their grand light dances, of creating beautiful shapes in the night sky just like them. But she was afraid her little light would just be lost among their dazzling displays. One evening, the fireflies began their most spectacular dance yet. They swirled together, creating a giant, glowing flower in the middle of the forest clearing. The familiar sounds of the night grew quiet, replaced by a nervous, eerie silence. Panic swept through the forest. A little squirrel, trying to find its way back to its nest, bumped into a tree. A family of rabbits huddled together, unable to see their own paws. The night, once a familiar and friendly place, had become scary and confusing. The fireflies, seeing the chaos, tried to help. They all flew up together, flashing their lights as brightly as they possibly could, hoping to light up the sky. But the strange, dark cloud was too powerful. It seemed to drink their light. Their brilliant flashes would shoot up, only to disappear into the thick blackness without a trace. It was as if their light was being erased. The brightest fireflies in the forest were helpless. Despair began to fall over the animals. No one knew what to do. The darkness had won. But then, something strange happened to Liri. Hiding beneath her leaf, she felt a warm, steady pulse coming from her own body. It was her light, her little glow, but it felt different. It wasn't flickering with sadness anymore. It felt strong, steady, and brave. A feeling she had never felt before washed over her. Without thinking, she flew out from her hiding spot and headed straight for the suffocating darkness. She expected her tiny light to vanish just like the others. But it didn't. Her gentle, soft glow didn't fade. Instead, it pushed back against the darkness, shining like a tiny, determined lantern in the vast, inky blackness. It was a small light, but it was a light that the darkness could not swallow. The other fireflies saw Liri's steady little light and were amazed. They had never seen anything like it. Inspired by her courage, they flew up to join her, flashing their lights with renewed hope. But as soon as their bright, powerful lights touched the edge of the dark cloud, they were swallowed up, just like before. Only Liri's soft, gentle glow could pierce through the strange darkness. In that moment, watching the other lights disappear while hers remained, Liri finally understood. Her light wasn't weak or small. It was special. It was different. Its softness was its strength. It had a purpose that no other light possessed. Her heart swelled with a newfound confidence. She wasn't a mistake. She was unique. Filled with this new understanding, Liri flew right up to the strange, dark cloud. She hesitated for just a moment, then bravely touched its inky surface with her gentle glow. The moment her light made contact, a magical thing happened. The part of the cloud she touched didn't just disappear. It dissolved into a shower of sparkling, silvery dust that floated gently down towards the forest floor. It was beautiful. Encouraged, Liri danced along the edge of the cloud, touching it again and again. With every touch, more of the darkness melted away into shimmering dust. Slowly, but surely, the sky began to clear. First one star, then another, then a whole cluster reappeared, twinkling brightly as if to say thank you. The heavy blanket of darkness was lifting, as the last piece of the dark cloud dissolved into a final, brilliant shower of sparkles. The entire forest erupted in cheers. The moon shone down once more, and the stars filled the sky. The animals, who had been hiding in fear, all came out into the clearing, their eyes fixed on the tiny firefly who had saved them. The Firefly Queen, with her magnificent, bright crown, flew down to Liri. She bowed her head and said, "Liri, your gentle glow did what all our bright lights could not. You have restored the beauty of our night. From this day forward, you shall be known as the Night Painter." She then gently touched Liri's head, and Liri's light pulsed with a soft, confident warmth. The entire forest celebrated their tiny hero. From that night on, everything was different for Liri. She was no longer the shy little firefly hiding in the shadows. When the fireflies gathered for their nightly dances, it was Liri who led them. She didn't try to be the brightest anymore. Instead, she embraced her unique glow. She would swoop and glide through the air, painting the night with soft, glowing trails that lingered in the air like stardust. The other fireflies would follow her, adding their own bright flashes to her gentle designs, creating dances more beautiful than ever before. Liri had learned that you don't have to be the brightest to shine. All you have to do is be yourself, because your own special light is exactly what the world needs. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to shine your own light today. Follow for more stories.